Oxford Street. I'm going to take some of the back roads, and yeah, we'll be in Speaker's Corner shortly when I walk towards them with the camera. Understandably, to be honest. But yeah, actually I'm going to see if I can share it from my other phone, but I don't know how to. It's all a little bit technical, really. Let's get a move on though. So yeah, if you're watching this later once it's processed, either I may edit this out if there's nothing kind of noteworthy. But if you're watching it later, you can always skip ahead if you're hearing this bit. So I was, excuse me a second while I just don't get run over and reconnect my other phone because it's shut itself off. That's bizarre. Okay, sorry. You're right, Bill. All right, Jonathan, sorry, I was just having a hot minute to try and work out the tech, but I'm not the geek squad over here, so that's why I've got the Wi-Fi on and not the hotspot. You see, now we're getting somewhere. Right, John, long time. Where you been? Where's he been hiding, everyone? So, hello, Poland. I can only say, I speak quite a few languages, but in Polish I can ask for a cigarette and I can say, is it true? Or something like that. But I won't embarrass myself. Or I could embarrass myself, but it's fine. It may happen accidentally. Right, so this is Soho-ish. Not the grown-up lady part, as it were, but just the back streets. That's quite pretty. I'm going to show you something. All right, just me. You got to say, I introduce myself that way sometimes. Yeah, no, I say it's only me. Right, let me show you this. Is it satanic? Nah, it looks all right. Let's have a look. Right, sorry about the big finger. Right, let me show you this Madam Mia. I think it's sort of theatrical because at the bottom there are like masks, and she has them in her hands as well, draped down. Oh, she's a dragonfly, as you do. And she's covered in stars. Is it a snake around her leg there? Who can tell? I think it's her dress. She's got all like, yeah. Anyhow, she's been stabbed a lot with stars. All right then, well that was my that modern art. I hope you realise why I'm not an art critic now. Who else is here? Sorry, I can't see it unless it's on a black background. Sorry, I can't. Who's that? Most handsome Greek man. What a name. Tanny boy, I think. Carol, Tiger, Watcher. Right, let's hurry up. Because I may just get us lost. I mean, you know how it goes. Well, you don't. You might have a terrible sense of direction. As long as your spiritual one is all right, then we're getting somewhere. Who's that? Chris Mason. Oh, all right, Chris. What's happening, babes? Long time no waffle. Well, that's a fib. I just don't get round to the WhatsApp. I do apologise. They're always banging tunes anyway. Well, not always. Can't give you too much credit. Right, anyway, Wardour Street. If you've heard of it, you've heard of it. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But I feel like we're going to have to get out onto Oxford Street, and there's humans, so many humans. And they're all on holiday, and they all stop every 13 seconds to have a look round. No, we don't. We're going to keep going down the back street and not die at the same time, because that is my favourite thing to do. All right, James, I have a unbeaten consecutive score of days not dead yet. This is my record today. Tomorrow, please God, be a new record. See, every day when you wake up, that's one achievement you've done. You didn't die in the night. Excusez-moi. Right. Not really much. I mean, I think it's probably relative. If you're not from London, maybe you'd find it all fascinating. All right, Harriel. But I am. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to start doing... I wanted to go in that church, but never mind. See, this is the thing. You have to keep stopping like they're like salmon. Just always going the wrong way or just stopping. London's still not built. Imagine that, after hundreds and hundreds of... Look, there's always something. There's always something to just... Nope, we're in like Flynn. So yeah, I've done my good deed for today. my friend left their phone on the train and I happened to phone them, so I went and collected it, which is my I feel happy when I do good things. Elle, you alright, babes? Right, so sorry for anyone who thinks, why has Speaker's Corner changed so much? I say nearly there. My arm's aching already. We're not nearly there, but we're getting there. We're in Westminster anyway. So if I was on a bus, it would take about 7 minutes. Because I'm on Shanks's pony, which means walking, because I don't think he had a pony. That sounds wrong in Cockney. I don't think he was in possession of an equine animal. Anywho, the quicker I stop bunnying, well, that's never going to happen. But the quicker I start walking, the more tired I'll be when I get there. And when I say tired, people, I don't think you fully appreciate that I'm now into... My daughter, love that kid, had to go to hospital one night last week, and they kept her in, and she stopped answering messages around about 4 a.m. That was such fun. And then finally, so I waited up, having kittens is the phrase, and then managed to get hold of her at about 8 a.m. And I was saying it to a friend of mine, it takes 1 day for me to get out of sleep, like to get into a really nocturnal sleeping pattern, and just ages to get back. Like, if I go to bed early one night, I'm not all of a sudden in a new early routine. If I go to bed in the morning, in a 24-hour period, that's me. So now, since that night, it's a joke, people, the amount of sleep I'm getting because I go to bed. Anyway, if that is my biggest problem in life, I'm still winning. It's all right, Abiel. So anyway, everything's going to be shut tomorrow. Well, except for a certain pub chain that I just went in. But yeah, for the Queen, anyone who was told 5 working days for anything, they mean 6. It's a shame. I could have gone down there, but haven't. I did seriously, I say seriously considered it. I had a fleeting thought and I thought, no, I'm not the girl. I'm not the chick because of the patience and the sleep deprivation and the everything else. If you can pray for my nan, by the way, anyone who's got their little praying ears on, she fell again and cut her head open, and she's a very great age. I won't disclose. I know she's not watching, but she wouldn't like the thought of that. But yeah, older than me, that's for sure, obviously. Right, so now we're back to humans. Carnaby Street. Anyone who remembers the 1960s, Mary Quant and stuff? I don't remember the 60s because I wasn't there, but I'll show you it as we walk past. I'll just do a little side angle because I can't be bothered to keep switching the camera around. So, I don't know if that's mock Georgian or real life, but that sign, can we see it? Who knows at this stage? I can't get it in. It's that way, there, down that way. Aren't you glad you're here? Oh, we've got a nice little flag there. Load of them. It's a half mast, even though it's sideways, if you know what I mean. Right, so we're basically, we're getting there. Sam, long time. Martin Ellen, boom. Once Martin's here, you know everyone can relax. It's official. We're live. Right. It is quite, I don't know whether it is legit. It could be, you know. Look. Load of 1875. Here we go. Even though I don't know if you can read that. It says Liberty, not as in extracting the urine, but yeah, it's got a coat of arms with the English lion and a little castle, and I can't remember because I've just come on. And one in front of me. Knight's Head on the side. Yeah, it's got the castle's got a window that's in the shape of a crucifix, and if you want to go biblical, which I do, but the angle is really rubbish. I don't know if you can see George and Dragon there in the George and the Dragon even. up in that window above that clock. The clock says, underneath it says, "No minute gone comes ever back again. Take heed and see ye nothing do in vain," which in modern parlance means you ain't going to get that time back. So listen and don't do anything like frivolous in vain. Like, you know, it doesn't mean vanity. Which is green on the Monopoly board. And I think it goes with Bond Street and Oxford Street. And it's, I think it's the second most expensive collection on Monopoly, other than Park Lane and the other one, Hyde Park corner maybe, which is where we're going, sort of. I'm just going to stand here, even though I'm not a tourist. Now the lights are red. I'm going to do it because if they hit me on purpose. It's a bit sort of courthousey as well. It hasn't got, yeah, it's got, right. Is it a church? It's got a stained glass window, so that's a good sign. 2 stained glass. Yes, it is a church. It is St George's Church, Hanover Square. So that's where we are. If anyone wants to plot the course on a map. The Mason Arms. No Freemasons. Yes, there is. I was going to say it might just be usual stonemasons, but no. It's Freemason signs on the thingy. Right. Brighton is weirdly full of Freemason symbolism. Don't know if I just, yeah. Piece of trivia for you. Right. Sorry, someone's disabled in front of me. Alright, let's see. And it's a shame the churches are not open on Sundays. That is just naughty. But maybe they've been open now, they're not anymore. Yep, that's it, 11 a.m. for a sung Eucharist, everyone. But I found a place that I cannot believe I haven't been on a live stream. I'm going to keep it a secret, but someone can remind me later. But then I can't really choose where we go because of the birthday thingy that I mentioned. Anyhow, Maddox Street, if anyone's doing Freemasons. Tanny. But you know, I'm not sure. I don't think it matters what they believe. I mean, I know there's some certainly shady connotations associated. I wouldn't want to disparage. I would, but not until I had facts at my fingertips, as it were. But there are... Hang on. No, you can't find me while I'm doing this. Sorry, someone was calling me. Right, on a Sunday. Can you believe it? Like as if they don't know. So I just got to wait here while the humans pass by. Adnan. Oh, Adnan, give it a rest, mate. Please, I ain't even got there yet. If anyone wants to waste their time and energy arguing about, like, Islam, have at it, but I think it's just a distraction. But then again, I ain't doing nothing noteworthy at the moment, except for trying to blow my nose without a tissue. So, but I mean, just be aware that I feel like people just come in to just, they're not interested in any sort of truth. They're not going to accept anything you say, even when you prove it, like, indisputably. Come with the same nonsense. You go on a different person's live stream and there they are with the same nonsense. And the thing is, every idle word, I feel like that probably includes typing. I'm not sure. I haven't asked. But yeah, probably. Anyway, Grosvenor Street. Right, I've got to wipe my ooter, so I'm going to turn you all round so you don't have to suffer the indignity with me. Right, let me just, it's not really that much, I'm afraid. Sorry. Oh, no, I'm not going to point you that way. That's it's a bit of a grown-up shop. Just hiding in a little... Sorry. Oh, charming. Charming, Kay. Utterly enchanting. In fact, I wonder whether I should go down that little alleyway. Just for the sake of... Yeah. Yep. Let's do it. Let us do it. Let me turn back round across any other sex shops. You won't know. You might see me just go a little bit pink. Right. Right, let's get a wriggle on people because I want to get in and out, as it were. But I just, yeah, I've got to deliver the phone to the person who I collected it for, but there's a football game on, so obviously I'll show you. It's not the... What I mean to say is, look, teensy little alleyway, then weirdly positioned. Sorry, babes. It's all right. Yeah, sorry about that. It'll be better once I get to the park, because, yeah, it will be. In fact, I can disconnect my other phone again in a minute because I'm using the internet from this one. I was waiting on a message, but maybe I'm not loved anymore. Maybe they don't care. Right. Okay, so we're... Oh, another little alleyway. I'll just cover it. There's so many little alleyways. Yeah, there it is. Right. Okay, I reckon we're about... Well, my legs are feeling the burn. Please, Jesus, we're about 6-7-ish minutes walking away. Seemed like a good idea at the time to start early. If you've got any questions, all right, Robert, any questiones, as it were, then whack them in, because then I've got something to funny about while I'm walking. Right, we're on a biggish street. Oh, that's so pretty. I don't know. What's that say? Oh, good day. Because I'm seeing it on the background of the screen. If I'm in front of something white, I can't see it at all. Right. Yeah, I shouldn't have walked. I might cut back into Oxford Street. Does everyone want to see Oxford Street? Great. Glad to have you on board. Because if a bus comes along, this chick is getting on it. Oh, right. Oh, two-way traffic. Really? Sorry. Geezer in his motor thinks I'm filming him. Right. See all the little Union flags above me? Everyone can drive. You're right, Jesus Christ saves. I love that, man. I think I say that every time I see your name in the chat. Okay. Oh, I've crossed over into the Muppet zone. Hanging about with cameras. Yeah, I've still done the wiser. I could ask, but that'd be cheating. Oh, there's a proper journalist. Well, say proper. No, I ain't asking. Can't do it. Can't do it. All right, Daffy. Who's that? Slovak vids. A little Slovakian. Right. Oh, come on. Why do they just walk so slowly? Okay. No, I'm not going to die. No one's going to run me over. Ish. Okay. So we're getting there. We've got one little park to... Well, not a park, a little square to walk through. Shriners. The Shriners Islamic. Of course they are. They're Shia doodah, isn't it? I always think of Americans. Got to happen. Salvation Army, for anyone who's wondering. If you remember, I did a stream about Catherine Booth, who was married. Well, she and her husband started the Salvation Army. It's a Christian missionary organisation. They're still in existence. They don't have to do a lot of training. It's like the same amount of training, like length of time as the doctor. Like it's a good few years before they're, you know, because it is like organised military style. So there's like rankings and stuff. Yeah, one over there. He's got the sash and the white gloves and that. Oh, I should have asked what's going on, but it spoils the fun. You can make it up as you go along if you may. Right. Adnan's still giving it. Shocker. Right. Oy vey. Let's get... There's more of them over there. Look like air stewards, but they're not. Can't really see them from that distance, I don't think. Anywho, something's going down. At Claridge's. Anybody cares? Oh, I know where we are because someone used to park their car here. Someone who ain't been for ages. I hope they're all right. Yeah, some French horns, I think. I don't think they're trumpets. They're definitely not trumpets. But I'm not really on the brass section. That means something else in East London as well. And I'm still not on it. Right. Come on then, you're driving a piece of Lego. Have a word. Right. I don't even know if it'd do anything to eat you. Yeah, exactly. Of course. Right. I think we're... Please God, we're getting there. Let me show you what I can see, because it is quite charming. You're not used to it. Right, I just like this. Let's get up close then. I don't know who's that statue over the park, but no BLM have torn it down yet, so... Right, isn't that pretty? I mean, I don't know if you're... Yeah, I don't know if it's girly or not, but I like it. Right, that's the... that's the motor. That's the... It's quite a big square. Can't really... I don't think it's appreciable unless you're standing here. The sort of scale of it. But either way, let's come back round this way. Fun. Right. So I've got 2 admins, have I? Hokey cokey. Get a wriggle. I'm sweating already. Can you believe this? I can't lose any more weight. I've just wasted away. But I did have a... Well, they weren't serving any brunches, so I had to... I was going to thank you for that, Jesus Christ saves, but really wasn't my doing. But yeah, that's what I mean. As opposed to American, like grid stuff. Although obviously, if you say to someone here, walk 2 blocks, that could mean anything from 6 inches to like a mile. You just don't know. Car. Some boys in the chat might know what car it is. I don't. It's yeah, still none the wiser. It's got 4 wheels and it's blue. So, I hope that helps, officer. Right, Eisenhower. Eisenhower? Hold up. In this building, that I'm going to show you any minute now, were located the headquarters of General of the Army Dwight D. Eisenhower, Commander-in-Chief, Allied Force, June to November 1942, which is Second World War, obviously. Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Force between January and March of 1944, which was still Second World War. Just show you the plaque, first of all, and then I can't get the thingy in. It's quite a bit of a building, but it's all part of this street that I've just been walking down. This is the super duper door. I don't know. There you go. It's just like being on, I don't know. It's just amazing how I do the camera work in it. You think to yourself, wow, it's just like watching mainstream TV. But yet not. Right, I'm flagging already. I really hope there's no retard. I mean, obviously. But last week, I came straight from the christening with an associated glass of wine. Do. And then I walked straight into I'm married to a 3-year-old. And I was like, oh. But I clipped it out and I might just put it on its own because but then I feel like, oh, what if people who don't know me watch it and they think I'm really mean? But they weren't there, man. I said, like a Vietnam vet. Okay. So, we're nearly there. I know where we are. I always know where I am. I just don't know where everything else is sometimes. Right, you do get some funny looks when you're walking with a selfie stick. Oh, let me tell you. Oh, that's pretty. I'm just going to do it that way. Isn't it pretty, though? In a sort of... I don't know, pretty kind of way. I don't know why I'm all about the pretty today. I just don't know. Why not? Why not see the beauty in things instead of the absolute mind-numbing boredom of the darkness of this planet and its people? Yeah, sod it. Let's go beauty. Right. Is that Greek? It is, you know. It's the most handsome Greek man or whatever it is. Let me show you the embassy. There you go. Boom. That's yeah, I ain't reading the Greek bit, obviously. That's the embassy of Greece. Let's call it a day. Really. Pakistani embassy's further down because they're always banging on outside it not about the persecution of Christians, weirdly. About some political nonsense. Well, not nonsense, but of lesser importance, I would say. Right. Oh, please, Jesus, come on. I feel like someone's in front of me secretly extending the roads, moving the park a little bit further away. See, I've got no reference. When I look down to Oxford Street, I'm looking for a landmark, but all I'm getting is a little tiny snapshot of a road that's across the junction, which is useless, you may say. But yeah, like I say, maybe they used to park in this next square. What else? Not like I struggle to talk a lot, but it's just whether I'm saying anything. So, no, I'm not in Trafalgar Square, babes. Tiger. No. Trafalgar Square isn't residential. There are 0 houses. Because this is somewhat residential, if you see. But yeah, Trafalgar Square has a South Africa House, Canada House, so 2 embassies. It has the National Gallery. It has Nelson on his column. Sorry, that was an extreme close-up. I do apologise. There's a very nice pub. And then it has the little run down to the River Thames. So yeah. Too many pretty houses. I can't be doing. I mean, you're sort of... I like that one. I like the colour scheme. The sort of brickwork around the windows. I like black. But yeah, I like black and pink. Go nicely together, I find. In fact, yeah, I've got electric pink socks on. And apart from that, all black. So yeah. Right. Oh, thank the Lord. I've come out way too premature, as it were. Sorry, I felt all Catholic then. Yeah, I'm in front of the park, but I'm not where I thought I was. Pepe Fragora. Are you a female Pepe the Frog? Oh. Right. Let us. Every time I say let us, I think pray in my head, but I will pray in a minute. Right, Gina. What's happening? Emmanuel. Good name. If it's a real name. Good idea, parents. Right, this is Park Lane, everyone. This is the Monopoly board, and that's Aston Martin showroom, and it is worth bundles. There's no way. I mean, you can't see the rest of it because it's down there, but there's just 0 way unless you are cotchled, as we call it. Oh, what's happening, John? What, me and you, John? I don't know if I can. I mean, we could. But I feel like you're going to have to get down on one knee maybe at some stage, but anywho. Oh, all right, that's the Holy Spirit just giving me. Blowing some dust in my eye. I'll show you that way. Can't be bothered. Some statues of pack horses. Animals in war. It's a memorial. This monument is dedicated to all the animals that served and died alongside British and Allied forces in wars and campaigns throughout time. They had no choice. It's written on the side. Beef Bully. I was just mentioning that, babes. I mean, in an ideal world, let me preface this. Like, if it was not hordes and hordes of humans, like, I would like to, because it is definitely historic. Like, I've seen the grainy footage of, you know, maybe like George VI's funeral procession, and like, I do like history, and I do, you know, I do. But depending, I'm getting like 3 and a bit hours sleep per night recently, and I feel like my patience is drawn out like a knicker elastic, for want of a better similar analogy. Oh, there's loads of peeps. Oh, that music's going to F my blooming copyright, but I'm not monetised at the... Right, anyway, we're in the park from the side entrance. So there's screens over there. Maybe they're going to maybe they're going to play the funeral on loudspeakers. Like, not today, obviously, but... Issa. I don't know if you mean freedom of speech. Freedom of expression is, like, comes under the banner of displaying artwork and stuff like that. The right to congregate is another thing that is kind of essential. But... yeah, I mean, allegedly there is. I mean, if there is a fire in a crowded theatre, you can shout fire. Never forget that. Because who needs that kind of barbecue saga? Anyway, yeah, we're here, basically. This is the place that sells coffee for like about 18 quid now. It's dearer than over the road. More expensive, shall we say. Yeah, them screens look suspiciously like Yeah, there's a load of them. I reckon they'll be for tomorrow. Fat lobber. What are these names, mate? Hello. I'll let you know in a minute. We'll see if we can hear his foghorn. Oh. I'd love to get I mean, I am happy to be here, but slow down, mush. Who are you mushing? Dr. Dharma. Who, darling? Doctor or what? Chris is with some random unknown Muslim who's talking like he runs the gaff. I can just see it from his body language. But I'm guessing JC's in. Yeah, there he is. Let's go and see me little bro. Dinner time. Where's he? Medication time, Bell.
Medication time?
I said the bell's ringing.
Oh yeah, no, that's the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
What was said?
That's an angel gets his wings from A Wonderful Life. It says every time a bell rings, but no, actually kill it for everyone. He said it's Satan. I ain't having it. I don't know, they're all right. Who? Boom! What, he never offered me a lift? What outrageous liberties. What are you laughing for? I'm serious. Anyway.
I saw him, I mean, I've been with him. I don't know where he's run out, but
I'll find him. I'll bump into him. Right, I'll sit. What's happening, son?
don't go without catching up with me.
No, I won't, because it's wait up. It's when I see, I don't wanna dox him, but there's someone's birthday-ish, and there's something come out afterwards. It's so.
Don't go without.
Well, I'm on 3 hours kit, so the coffee needs to be a strong one.
Did you go to?
No fun, just no kit. And then I had to go and do. I didn't have to. I did some good deeds. We shall, sir. I see Atheist Steve over there. He's back from his holidays. Oh, look at Absy, everyone, please. I bet his mum really liked them curtains before he had it away and started wearing them. Sorry. Actual crucifix. I don't know if you can see him properly. Yeah. Anyway, so far I've only seen Chris. Exactly. Oh, really? That's all I can see so far. Bob ain't here for a little while, everyone. Just to break your heart. As far as I know. Can't see acid fever in answer to whoever asked me at this stage, because the brain cells are dying. Right. No, I'd hear him if he was here, and I'd see him. I see Christopher's over there with Sai, Dr. Banda. I'll show you. Audio description. So there's Sai with his back to us. Christopher's tucked in there. There's that fella. There's someone with a big. Oh, there's Cowboy Steve with a big cross with a Madge on it. Sam Darwar over there. I thought I see Usman. Yes, I do. There he is. More humans. There's Street Mike Live. There's more people. Abdi in the curtains. Look how many of them are around. One little old Christian. Well, there's another Christian standing round, but I love him, that little fella. Well, not little fella, but him. He don't give a shiz. Not even half a one. So I don't see Ben nowhere. But I forgot, to be honest, I wasn't looking. So there is I don't know, random shit.
And what is Kay doing?
What's happening, Sam? Boom! There's Paperboy and all. Where's Ben? Oh, there he is.
It's like saying, for example, when you try to fight, you can describe everything.
Oh, he's only having it with Tony. Has Tony got any shoes on? Yeah. All right, Ben. I'll come and find you in a minute, babes. Right. Tony. Let's find a middle way between Christianity and Islam. Let's. Just a bit maimed on a cross, not killed. My brain just keeps going. Lack of sleep. Lack of actual sleep. All right? I was pondering the other day, and it is true, because I double checked. There is not one, I'm not calling myself a mental patient or a lunatic, but there's no serious psychiatric disorder that isn't accompanied with like sleep deficiency, or, you know, like an effect on sleep is so important in terms of remaining sane. Like, it really is. Obviously Jesus and the Holy Spirit, like, better off having them than sleep, but if possible. Have all of them. Yeah, the brain just switched off for a whole hot minute there. Right, so there's Ben over there, although he'll be there all day. He said to me, I'm going to pop down and say hello. Like as if not debating. He's bumped in with Tony. In like Flynn Paperboy's over there on the sidelines. Chris is debating. Uncle Sam, I don't know what everyone else calls him, is over there. But the birthday boy, I don't see him. No, I don't see him. Let me show you all what's happening. Hang on a minute. Let me show a camera person. The camera. Oh, sorry, babes. Can't hear a word, obviously. But you'll pick it up on the mic because JC's filming it.
Yeah,
I don't know who this geezer is.
his name is Joe Pesci family.
Is it?
That's the Joe Pesci of the Dawa team.
Does he amuse you? I'm glad he amused you.
Yeah.
Does he amuse you?
Yeah. Well, he's struggling to defend the different kirats.
Oh, he looks as if he's right. Body language, you know what I mean? He looks a bit confident, doesn't he? Just goes to show.
Paperboy's also in the house.
I know, I did. I've already said. Listen, what do you think? I'm a part-timer. What do you think? I'm an amateur. Is that your camera? Who are you filming?
Well,
listen,
Uncle Sammy.
does everyone agree with me that it's, you know, I know, babes, amateur, not so much. But I think everyone agrees with me that your channel lately is a little bit testicularly heavy.
You engage in debates then?
Excuse me? I think I do. I know I do. I'll debate you on it. I do.
Alright.
I'll send you one from my channel. It's not the point. I feel like there's a cause in here somewhere. If I knew what a woman was, I'd be able to thing it. Right. Oh, Tanny. I said you already, kid. Right. Oh, I see one more person that I know, i.e. Christian. Steve's debating with that one. I ain't got a nickname for him yet. This one with a wrinkly tracksuit. There's Steve. I have had a debate with this one before, but I vaguely remember thinking like, oh, you're just disingenuous, mate. Robert De Niro, talking Italian, obviously. Look how trusting people are. Bag is open. Wow. Good job, I'm trustworthy. Right, what's this question here from Issa? If Jesus is from Europe, what are you talking about?
Because that's a flaw in
What? If Jesus is from Europe? Let me read the whole thing.
It's a flaw in what you said.
Yeah, you're talking nonsense, babes. I don't know what you... All right, Pete. Yeah, not bad. Issa, I don't know if it's nonsense, but everything you said, it started with an if, and then it was all false. So, I mean, I'm not saying you don't not care, but none of the rest of what you said is true, unless you're talking to someone who believes that. Oh, I feel like is it time to go yet? Oh, sleep. I remember sleep. I used to love it. All under the covers, hot water bottle. Not anymore. Who am I going to get involved with? What are we doing, people? Can someone direct me here? I need a director. I need someone large and in charge. I mean, obviously that is me-ish, but not in anything important lately. All right, it's half time, everyone. Change sides. Sammy Darwar. It's William.
In disobedience, isn't he, you know? The point I'm making is because that we know
How?
Do your arm.
when they had that taste of how good it is,
Johnny boy, where'd you hear that, babe? It's not on the BBC, please. I mean, I'm not saying you're not right, but why not? I mean, end times in a say. He's getting monopolised, Billy. What happens to ladies first? Yeah, the whistling, James. It's like I've heard a dinner bell, and like you know, like when you're a kid in primary school. I don't know if it's just my era, but we used to get ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. It's time to go in. You're right, oh my God. And the whistle was, "You boy, stop!" That kind of thing. No, he's still bunnying. Geezer can have bunny. Hello, sir. Boom shakalaka, very straight. Spudding and everything around here. I was looking for you. Sorry, babe. What, Charles? Oh, Osman. Right, sweetheart. I've only got a couple of brain cells left. From Osman. What flavour? Chili. Aye, that's my favourite. It's my actual fave. Sorry to eat all. I'm not. Boom. Right, let me show you what I can see. Charles, excellent.
Give me your diamonds and gold.
Right. Your diamonds and gold again?
They want around the whole world.
Why are you saying it to me then? Do I look like... No, don't answer that. No, it's pointing at me now, Charles. I can't give you too much oxygen, babe. Where we going? What we doing?
Colonising people.
At Raven, nightclub. Pole dancing.
Enslaving people.
What are you pointing at me for? Sorry, I just have to defer to the honourable gentleman. I'm much better to see you. Let's come away from Math and South.
That young fellow we took last week.
Yeah, I'm thinking of his
He's a lovely
name.
young fellow.
Did he give you a bell? Did he call you?
No, he's going to phone me. He will phone me before he comes.
Nice.
And I think he's going to...
I better remember his name then, because I took his email.
His surname is Scott.
Don't worry about his surname, Bill. There's people. Scottish.
Well, anyway, he's a nice fellow.
He is. He did seem like a lovely boy.
About his family, you know.
Nice.
He's got one sister who's severely disabled, and he says, I wouldn't have her any other way. He loves her.
Do you know, let's have a little stroll, but I worked with special needs children when I was a younger lady, and there was one boy, he was accidentally strangled by the umbilical cord when he was being born. It was a normal pregnancy, and he had global neurodevelopmental delay, which is like, you know, nothing was progressed how it should. But in the midst of all that, I worked in a tiny nursery that was like, it used to be a home, like it was just a townhouse, and there were only 4 rooms, and even if it was 60 seconds ago that he saw you, if you walked in the room again, he was so happy as if he hadn't seen you for 20 years. He was like, it was just such a happy child that I remember his mother saying that, because it gives you a chance to love them more. Like, it's a blessing in that respect that, you know. So yeah, I can understand that.
Well, that young fella, he'll get in touch with me, and when he gets in touch with me, I'll phone you.
Excellent. Don't let me answer. Just ring it a couple of times and put it down, and I'll call you back.
Yes, I will phone you.
No, I do phone me, but then put it down because it'll cost you money.
Right. Well, it just costs me money.
No, but it don't cost me any. Well, I mean, I'm not siphoning off the tools, but I already pay once a month and then it's done.
Yeah,
So
well,
yes.
that's fine. But he comes from the boxing. That's what he comes from.
I remember that.
Boxing.
Yeah, I used to like boxing more than I do now, but sometimes I could have a go myself. Some of my friends. Well, some of the gentlemen that.
It's like to away
Well,
with you.
no, they don't try and have their own way. That's why I could box at that. No, they're very. Challenging. Is the word for
Very
it.
good.
How long you been here, Bill?
I've only been off for a quarter of an hour.
Nice. Do you want to go for a quick tea?
To walk up to that place.
Well, no, we could go and sit in that one, but it's more expensive over there. But I don't
I'll
mind.
pay for it. You must let me pay.
Not at the dear one. You're crazy. You need an extra mortgage.
Is that a game on the one?
Well, that one down there is twice as much as that one, but there's nowhere to sit over there. Unless we get the coffee from the chain of coffee shops and then we sit by the arch.
Right, we'll do that.
Come on then. Everyone I've pulled. I mean, a social date.
You're
all right. We're walking a bit
Sometimes
slow.
that happens. It must be.
Yeah, it happens
the
to
bone
me and
hitting
all.
the bone.
It's your nerve, and it's when the joint, you tread on it funny. Yeah, I know.
You know that St. Vitus dance?
Survivors dance. Do you know, me and a friend of mine would discuss. Yes, I do know it, and no one else seems to know. Yeah, my nan
Well,
used to
there's
say.
a fella in the bus through it this morning.
Oh, bless.
And a young fella, and he's falling all over the place.
You sure he hadn't had a few bevies?
No,
I'm
that's
joking.
St. Vitus dance.
Yeah.
You see, because
I'm going to tell everyone what it is in a minute.
They bumped into, you see. And
I think they used to call it the dancing fever.
is that so?
It's
What's the
involuntary.
cause of that?
Well, it's involuntary movement. It would be neurological,
Uh-huh.
but like superstition-wise, because it was not a craze, but it kind of spread. So there are phenomena, like in history, or they're recorded as such, where it kind of spreads, and I don't believe neurological conditions are not catching. But there's a story of a place called Ludin, the Devils of Ludin, where a whole convent full of nuns became convinced they were possessed by Satan.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just odd that things like that, like it's mass hysteria. But yeah, Savaitis dance is people would dance themselves to death. Well, it's not actually jiving or anything. It's not ballroom.
No.
But yeah, like involuntary spasms and movement.
Oh, I felt so sorry for
Yeah,
them.
there's some really psychology is very interesting. Like in terms of different disorders and syndromes. Some of them are fascinating.
My mother worked in a mental asylum or hospital.
Psychiatric
for
ward.
quite a time.
Yeah.
And she was sitting one to the cinema. He wanted to have a time out with her. And she took her book, she said, never again. Because she sat there and she wanted to go to the toilet and she wanted to move about. And if she disappeared, my mother would have been in trouble.
Yeah.
So she says, never again.
There's sort of two like extreme ends of the spectrum really. There's sort of catatonic like psychiatric illness where the person's kind of very lethargic or the drugs that they give them like they just make them very heavy limbed and like dumbed down, as it were. Or there's like hypermania where the person, their thoughts are very disordered, and like a lot of syndromes have that, where they make connections, you're right babes, in their mind that seem obvious to them, and then they get very frustrated when everyone else doesn't know that tinfoil means aliens are coming or whatever it is.
That young fella.
Oh, this music copyrighted my stream last week. I'm going to have to cover up my mic a minute, sorry.
That young fella, to get to the bus, they held up the bus for me. Oh, yeah, they said, I'll get you on that. Then they came back into the full field, back in here.
Right, I'm going to just walk a bit quick because this bleeding music. Sorry. Oh, hang on a minute now, someone's ringing me. Are you kidding me? Right. So, Jeff, long time, babes. You've been in my prayers recently. This poxy music. You can't hear me. I know you can't hear me. Maybe. Lip read. Right, let me not lose Billy. Love him. Love him.